Yo, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to build a Raspberry Pi brewery controller. Never done it before, so I thought why not take you guys along for the journey, record it, see how hard it is. Maybe it might encourage some of you guys to have a go at it as well. So far I've bought a Raspberry Pi. So yep, and I've managed to install CraftbeerPi 3.0 beta. So yeah, nothing works yet obviously, but I have been doing a lot of reading up on it, and we'll start to assemble parts and then start building it, I suppose, and see if it actually works. Yeah, so enjoy. Bye. How we doing? Right, spent last night, parts have started to come in, so I spent the last night playing about, pulling it together, starting to lay stuff out. Obviously I already had the Raspberry Pi and I've set it up with CraftbeerPi, which is another game, so I thought I'd just show you how I've got to so far. So we have solid state relays, 2 of them, and I've wired them into the Raspberry Pi, and then also I've just got I had a RCD, which is a residual current device in the UK. It detects if power that's going in isn't coming back through the neutral, so then it will trip with 30 milliamps. So basically I'm not getting electric shock, which is good. That I don't get an electric shock, that is. And that's a 12 volt power supply I've got, and I've also got a wee test board as well down there for when I was testing out the temperature probes. I've also managed to get my thermal wells, and then also put the temperature probes inside as well. It's just these wee guys. Yeah, so I've just been putting them, so I've made that up, but my desk is an absolute mess with this. So far I have managed to wire up the temperature probes to a connector. I had these 5-pin MIDI ones hanging about that I inherited from my granddad. It's clear out, so make best use of them instead of buying new 3 pins and all that. And then what I've done is I've ordered a 5-pin female adapter. The cable is quite short, so I've actually ordered basically something like this, but female. So then I can then put another lead out and then gland it into the box, so then you've got these kind of little flying leads coming out of the box. Gives me that little bit extra length. But yeah, when I ordered I didn't really think about the length of my sensor probes. Well, that was a mistake, but never mind. I've managed to get around it, so that'll work for me. And then the thermal wells I've got from Brew Builder, and I had these little gland things sitting about the house, so I've used that to gland it in, and I'll use that for the boxes as well for the flex. I've actually wired a plug now into the box, into my RCD protection. I've tested some of this stuff, played about the RCD trips on test, and also taken some power to the solid state relays, and then pushed the test button on the Raspberry Pi to see if it was sending power, which it was, but then it was always getting 240, so I don't know if it actually restricts the current instead of the actual voltage connection. So that's probably more likely actually. So I probably won't be able to test it until I put it under load, so I'll do that. The reason I'm mentioning all this is because I've sent it's only 3 volt control signal from the Raspberry Pi direct. I've not put it through a 12 volt step up or anything like that. If it doesn't work, I've got a 12 volt step up on order anyway, but I thought I'd try it direct just in case, if I could make it work. Might as well. Alrighty, well I'll leave it at that tonight. I'm absolutely shattered, and messing about with soldering just wasn't fun. Try to solder that onto that connector. I just used my wee mini vise and I've got my soldering iron there as well, so yeah. Right, just an update on the Raspberry Pi build. Everything's coming together. I've started to hook in my temperature probes. So temperature probe now goes all the way into the kettle, well, the HLT, and it works, so that's good. And I've also got one wired in for the internal box, and I will be wiring in the other two. There's a couple down here as well, there and there. So, yep, that's us so far. Yeah, still waiting for the Darlington transistors. They should be here on Monday, and I'll wire that up and see if we can get it working with a 12 volt power supply. So, happy days. Dum dum. Oh yeah, lads. She is on. Darlington transistor showed up today, so I wired it in. Had to play about with it and switch things about, but I got it working. Effectively, I had to. What transistors normally? I mean, okay, the little notch I've got is at the bottom. Let's see if I can get that. No. So, little notch is at the bottom, top left, or it should be bottom right on the diagrams. I've got a 5 volt supply going into it, and then the 5 volt then spears off onto the positive of the SSR, and then the bottom left, or if you face it the right way, would be top right, is got the output, and that goes to the negative terminal of the SSR, because what it does is the output actually basically takes it to earth. And then the control logic, which is bottom right or top left, comes from the Pi, and that's the GPIO control pin. And then we've got the top right or bottom left if you have it normal. So my top right, the black cable just connects to ground. She's on, and we're cooking with Lecky. Pretty happy with that. So now all I need to do is wire up the other one and get everything all finished off, and also tune. I need to do an auto tune with everything, but I think we're good. The thing to check now is that it actually stops at 30. 24.5. I've just tested up to 30 degrees at the moment to take up to 30. So it's just slowly climbing up there just now. So I've got it on my phone. I couldn't be bothered using the desktop and all that, because it's just an absolute state, and you can just dial in through the Wi-Fi and control it all on your phone anyway. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Well, that is her off, and she's overshooting by 1.5 degrees almost. So we'll need to do an auto tune on it. But yeah, it's turned off at the set point. I set it to 30 just so it didn't take forever getting up there. There's no point. The other thing I noticed was I clamped the current on the element, and it's only taking 5 amps. Now when I had it on the 12 volt supply direct, it was taking 10. So I'm gonna now take off the 5 volt supply from the Pi and try it with the 12 volt supply now, and see if that gets me up to 10 amps full load. So yeah, I've hooked up to the 12 volts, and what it is, I just used the V plus and V neg off the 12 volt supply, but only took the 3.3 pin off the GPIO off the CraftbeerPi, the yellow one, and I didn't have the earths command between the 12 volt supply and the CraftbeerPi, and it wasn't working. So then when I put the command to 2 earths, it just fired up, so it seems to be working now, and this is firing up quite a rate. And also it was sitting at 8.5, 9 amps load, which is a bit better. So looking good. It's auto tuning still. I'm just going through the process. So I guess it'll be pretty accurate, but it's sitting at 65.63 and it's not turned on again yet. I think it obviously dips and then ramps up, dips, ramps up, dips, ramps up, and then it'll give you a value for it to plug in to the settings, and then there you go. So a wee bit of a process, but it's fine. Everything seems to be not roasting or anything like that. There's no heat, which is good. But then the box is open, but it should be alright. The controller box is actually at 19.94, so there you go. I'm going to try putting a lid on it and see what it does. Okay, so I got, it seems to be doing its thing, it's just pulsing away, which is pretty damn cool. You see in the there you go, in the SSR. Yeah, a wee bit further out. There we go. There you go. So I've set it to 70 to see if it would hold at 70. Right, what I had to do was in add-ons. Here we go. I had to put in not PWM. It was PID Arduino or something like that. Anyway, so it was the auto tune I ran, and then I put the PID Arduino, and that is hardware. Aye, so when you set up your, this is me just setting up the HLT, but in Logic it'll give you all these different, well, it won't give you those options, it'll only give Hysterius. But yeah, I set up auto tune, and then it's now on this Arduino, whatever, PID. Anyway, see the auto tune gives you the PID values, these values here. Gives you those values for your kettle once you run it, and then you plug them in. And it is scary. I mean, there we go, there's 70 degrees. Oh man, so I've still got loads left to do. I've still got to put in the cable, the power cable, see that blank one there, into this, the right hand solid state relay, wire that in. But my wee board seems to be working, but it's a test board. I'd rather have something more permanent, so don't know if I'll get some Vero or something like that, or yeah, whatever. There is something else coming from China that's got a wee board, so maybe that'll work better. And then I've just got to wire up. At the moment I've just used a USB cable that I had kicking about, the blue one. Yeah. So I'm going to put another 2 of them in so I can hook up my mash and my boil kettle. So I'll get them wired up. And yeah, this could be a total goer. Looks good. Spent enough money on it, bloody hell. Yeah, looks good. It's wired up. All the temperature probes are all wired up. They all work together at the same time. As you can see, all 3 USB cables. So at the moment the other 2 aren't connected, but control box temp 26.19, and at the moment I'm doing an auto tune on the boil kettle for the PID, so it's at 56.6 in building. Done. So I wired up the boil kettle lead and all the control gear inside for that, and also soldered up all the connectors. Is it these guys? These guys. So I'll get them all connected up. So they're all done. And that one's hooked up and going. It is. Outstanding stuff. Screen for the actual control box. Properly wound, getting rid of the breadboard. I've got the test board and properly wound that up. And then pumps. getting the pumps all wired up. That's not been done yet. So still loads. But yeah, that's how she's looking. And she's doing an auto tune. So fun and games. Again, another late night. I thought it's been a while since I've done an update on this system. I've kind of just been plugging away at it, trying to get it working. So at the moment, maybe I missed quite a lot actually, because I've managed to put the screen in, and I'm just been doing the water testing as such for my HLT and my mash tun. Because my HLT isn't big enough to hold all the water, what I need to do is I basically fill the HLT with the amount of water I need for the mash, because I've got the measuring, so I can measure it out on this, and then I transfer it to this cold, and then what I do is I then fill this back up with the amount of water that I need for my sparge, and then I just recirculate Herms to heat it up, both of them at the same time. Herms coiling it up to mash in temps, which it's doing just now, so it's recirculating. Oh yeah, I built a Herms coil as well in there. Hopefully I'm getting closer to a brew day. I'm going to do the Dead Ringer IPA, which was one of the first all grains I did, and it was amazing, so I want to do that again. Build's going okay. The only thing I've still to sort out is a power supply for each pump. I'm just waiting for a relay pack, then I can control the power from this and wire it all in. Yeah, so I've got kind of workarounds at the moment. I've done all the kind of soldering and stuff with the wire. I mean, this wire should then go back into this panel, but at the moment it just comes into this little potentiometer. But when you actually go to turn the voltage down, the pump doesn't turn on, so it's just basically you've got on or off on the pump, and that's it. So yeah, keep doing this purely at night. But it's the only way to get through these projects. It's quite a big project to do. I've had to get all sorts of fittings. I've ended up directly connecting my pumps on through cam lock fittings, so I can there's a cam lock here as part of the pump. I just cam lock straight on, and then this one I can move over onto my boil kettle as well, because I don't want, this is all mobile and I don't have the space to mount pumps down below and all that sort of stuff, so this is my brewing space and my mobile electric hookup. But yeah, it's definitely not going as quick as I thought it would, but then I need to just get all these niggles kind of ironed out. Maybe if I have the recirculating pump and the Herms coil pump going at the same time, it would be a bit better, but I don't at the moment. Just the last bits, which is a bit of a pain because I didn't expect that. I was looking at this pipe, and it was because the clamp that I've got here, I'd swapped them around because it's a better clamp, and now that I've done that I'm not getting any water pushing out the silicone pipe. It's good, and it's nice and warm. Try and pump this up. We're getting there, definitely. But it's interesting because this is saying 61, and obviously the temp coming up here from the Herms is saying 64.65, so let's try to get this body of water. Speed it up a wee bit. Pretty ideal. Right, cool. I'll do a transfer and see how that would go and see what the problems were. And again, because I've moved this clip previously, this is now the problem. So I'm getting leakage from that. So that needs changed out, definitely. I'm on to something like the little ones like these. But anyway, I've tried putting it in to the boil pot and kickstart it up and see how it goes. Maybe play a bit with this till about 11 and then head to bed. But yeah, I know the wee small things I need to fix before I do my first brew day on the system. But yeah, it's pretty promising actually, pretty cool. Yeah.